How are you guys doing? Welcome back to By the Bulls Trading. I'm Evan, aka John Stonkton.
Pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang!
Aka Chef Boyar Swing.
Hey, Mambo, Mambo Italia.
Aka Chef or Bruce Springsteen. I'm sleepy, I ate a bunch of pasta. Sorry for that. This is By the Bulls Trading, the only trading channel, person, guy who encourages you to take your trading just by the Bulls, my boy. Let's get into it. If you are new to my charting, I'll put a picture on the screen of all my charting, what it means: supports, resistances, trend lines, patterns, EMA lines, volume profile, RSI, stochastic, and the vortex indicator. Those 9 things make up my part of my trading plan that's based on technical analysis, the 10th one being love to you through my camera. If you want to know more about fundamental analysis, risk management, goal setting, mental analysis, trading goals, macro markets, consistency, those 8 topics are covered in my free course. They're on my YouTube channel. Go check them out. You know how to click my name. Go look at them. Secondly, the 25% discount for the Discord is still going on. The trial is still going on. I'm not going to push it much more. A lot of folks have joined, but in case you want to check it out, description box down below. I appreciate you. Good days to you. I appreciate that. Thirdly, and we'll do this quickly, is because I have a lower subscription count than the massive channels, but I appreciate all of you, my sweet baby angels. I would appreciate if you are new. 1, watch the whole episode. Make sure you like the content. 2, like. 3, subscribe. 4, comment. If you do those 4 things in return for this episode, I'd appreciate it. If you hate awkward eye contact, like I do, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to scroll off my stupid face and go like, subscribe, and just comment. For the comment down below, I don't care, put your favorite stock of the day. Who cares? Or maybe like your favorite sports team, or make fun of me for being a Cleveland Browns fan. I don't care. You have 5 seconds to go subscribe, like, and comment. I appreciate it. With that being said, awkward eye contact until you get back.
Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye.
Thanks. So with that being said, in a market like this, as I explained to my folks in the Discord today, and we're gonna do a different thing. Sometimes the better thing to do than trade is just to kind of chill out instead of just buying everything. FOMO is bad. What's worse than FOMO is actually boredom. A lot of you guys are gonna buy stuff just to buy stuff. I encourage you, the extra due diligence, the patience is much more important. Instead of having FOMO, I'd have JOMO, joy of missing out. Because if these markets continue to tank, you're just gonna short and go from there. There's 3 things you can do. You can go long with a smaller price target, a smaller stop loss. 2, you can short with a smaller take profit and a smaller buy limit. And number 3, go macro and just wait for sectors or large caps to fall to where you want them. In my opinion, with a market like this, I would look for large caps. As we tumble down, we're in official correction mode for the NASDAQ. If we continue to fumble down, there'll be a bunch of great resources, a bunch of great stocks to go into for long-term holds, dividend stocks, for example. I still think swing trading and day trading is very viable, but if you're more of a beginner, ease off the gas. This is not all gas, no brakes, my boy. You know. So with that being said, 8 great picks today. I like all of them, but if the markets are red, the markets look weak, I would just chart them, do your research, and then wait for Friday, maybe next week if this continues. I'm just being transparent. I may make an episode about all dividend stocks again and blue chips that I like, but again, I do what I do. With that being said, let's get into it. I appreciate y'all's support. It means more than anything. Again, thank you so much. First is BYD, Boyd Gaming. I don't like gaming stocks like Skills just getting murdered, like Kathy Wood's ghost is still there. But BYD has some really nice looking stuff to it. You have automatic higher lows across the board. I mean, you had a trend line here that's holding. I'm not putting a lot of emphasis into it. I got rid of it actually because I think it's there, but I don't want to overemphasize the trend. I think this is just a nice, again, following the Nats, like 13% sell off right into a strong support spot. If it breaks down farther, we look at you got great support at 56.60. Breaks down farther, even better at 55.17. If it breaks down farther, I would just look elsewhere, lower lows, and then of course a lower high right here. So BYD, great support play. Macro higher lows, it's showing some great life here. Big move, and now it's consolidating. I like to see a breakout, but right here, again, with the risk management, this is what I love about these stocks. All the stocks today I picked because of risk management. Let's say tomorrow it just holds here for a little bit. You can risk 2%, maybe at most 3%, which isn't terrible. just to hit the highest volume node is 2 to 1. That's a small move. Some of these candles make 2 to 1 moves in a day. To make a good move, it's almost 4 to 1, and a full move is 5 to 1. The risk is low, the reward is high. That's what I chose today, was risk managed stocks. BYD has that baked in. If it gets lower, you just wait until you see a nice little green candle, but for now, let it dip to us. I love what I see. Let's check the indicators. What you'll find out with this channel, the more you watch it, is one, I have terrible jokes, and I say the same ones over and over again. I say the word again a lot too. Also, what you'll learn is that indicators are the icing of the cake. The technical analysis is the cake. So what's going to happen with indicators is it's going to show you what we call MTVV, momentum, trend, volume, and volatility. Those 4 things help us enter a stock, help us exit a stock, help us plan a trade, all these kinds of great things. But beginners and shills on here rely so heavily on indicators that I actually don't look at them until I do the show with you. So you'll see live what they do. They help, but they're not what you rely on. With that, that's spaghetti. With that being said, if you are new, you'll see live what a veteran sees and go through it with you. Let's do it together. Take my hand, sweet baby angel. So BYD, off the bat, the EMA lines. The blue one's 10, the purple one's 50, the 200's red. Can you play a 10 cross? Sure, but it's like 4% away, and the reward's like 6 on the low end, so giving up 2/3 your reward here makes very little sense. I wouldn't wait for any. What I do see is that we have value. So we have value when all 3 are above us. It shows we have value. Value then is perpetrated and shown because the RSI is at 25. The stochastic's low. Bulls are at the bottom of its channel. Bears are up top. You can enter a stock off 2 ways for a beginner usually. 1, value, and 2, momentum. If you have the 10 EMA line, which I'm sure some of you may have, the 10 EMA line was closer, and you want to cross that, that's a momentum play. You gave up some value to enter with a confirmation of a reversal on that trend. Then you can use that 10 EMA line as a stop loss area and go long. The second is a value purchase. It hits a price that's a good price, you enter it. The third is scaling in. You can do that by yourself. Check my channel for more information on that. But overall, BYD, am I rushing in? No, I'm not rushing in. But right here, very easy, very good looking play. If it gets $1 lower, $2 lower, I'd average in and be just fine with a small stop loss. BYD, I do like what I see. I'd watch list it. Next is CNK, a nice long-term resistance trend and nicer higher lows across the board. Now they're not as even, right? But that's okay. We can see after hour that's kind of breaking down. So maybe this trend line is not actually holding up at all. And we're looking for just keeping a higher low, which is fine, right? Because you have higher low, higher low, higher low. So anywhere, I guess I can use this, anywhere in here. If we can just come down here and make a higher low, we're good. If it breaks down and makes a lower low from this move here, you just get out. So again, the risk is no more than 2%. And again, not rushing in here, it's red. Why would you buy here? Let it come down to you. And again, 2% risk just to hit the resistance is almost 8%. That's 4 to 1. A breakout, because it is an ascending triangle, a breakout, it's 10, 11%. It's really good. Low risk, high reward. If we zoom out, we can see consistently my price targets, but you can also see scoop, really nice higher lows across the board. It's making nice movements. Sure, you could probably come from this area and come over and see maybe it comes down a bit farther to 15. If that's the case, that's fine. Watch list it and wait for 15, 13. But right here, I want to watch list it. I don't want to rush in. I just want to keep my eyes on it. It looks really good. Let's check the indicators. We just lost the 10 and the 50. I was watching that today for a crossover. Could you wait for a 10 cross? Yeah, if you're trying to go for 8%, giving up 2 is not the worst thing in the world. But I also wouldn't do it myself because we're below the 50 as well. But down here, great value purchase. If we do see some life tomorrow, it kind of muddles around and the 10 comes down and it stays here, then you can cross over it. But I buy into value. I think we have value because the TA shows it. A little bit lower would be value. RSI is low. Stochastic is low. I don't see any bullish or bearish divergences at first glance. And then bulls are on the lower side, bears on the higher side. You can see that bulls can dip quite a bit more. There's a good chance we may be coming down to the 15, 13 range, which is probably a better trend anyways. So I think that CNK, a fantastic watch list item. Am I rushing in again? No. I gotta make sure that's super clear. I don't think that rushing in makes sense for any of these stocks off the bat, but I think for this one in particular, it's great a bit lower. It's great if it found some life. But again, if I can wait 2 or 3 days, do less work to make more money, why wouldn't you just do that, right? CNK, I watch list it. I love what I see. Next is GLNG, our first short of the day, and very easy short. All right, look at, let's go 10 here. Oh wait, it's new. It's coming down. Look at, it's been coming down a long time. I'm pretty confident this trend line, if I were to draw it, would probably be close to where it is now. I'm just spitballing. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm always wrong. But this is a nice, consistent downtrend, and what we can see clearly. Actually, let me do this real quick. I forgot to put this right there, so y'all can see. What I can see clearly is a very strong resistance at $14. Is anyone going to go long at $14 here? So I'm going to go, no, it's a great idea. This GLNG Limited, I'm going to go long at 14 bucks. No, this is the volume profile line. There's no volume over this. This resistance trend's holding up beautifully. Now it has great higher lows. We actually bought in here and ran up like 28%. You're welcome. But right here, easy short. Yeah, there's a support near 1350. It's not really that strong. But look at it. If it makes a full move, this is the POC, 18%, maybe 20, and we're risking at most 2 or 3. 6 to 1, 7 to 1 odds. If you don't believe in this market, GLNG is a very easy short. I love what I see. Let's check the schmindicators. If we lose the 10 EMA line, what happens? It died. If we lose the 10 EMA line, zoom out, you idiot. What happens? Dies. Right here. Dies. Right here. Dies. So you can see once we lose at 50, it's really confirmed it's a good short. Can you wait for that? Sure. I wouldn't give up 4% for that myself. We're losing the 10. At least here, you can put a buy limit probably above the 10, maybe like 1386, with very minimal risk here, dollar, 1.5%. And again, you can risk that to make about 20, 25, hopefully. Very low risk. Are we overbought? Well, according to the indicators, we're overbought. This is oh my goodness, look at this bear divergence. These are higher highs. These are lower highs. This is the clearest bear divergence in a fat minute. This bad boy is not going to live. Even if it does make a move back up, this is unsustainable. This is a bear divergence. I love it. Bulls are high, bears are low. If you don't believe in the market, even if you do, GLNG is overbought. No one's buying this high, it seems like. There's no volume. It's at the top of all the volume. Folks are going to start taking profit, especially in a mucky, dirty, scary market like this, and folks are going to start shorting. GLNG makes a whole lot of sense to me to watch list. That's so far the easiest play so far. I'd watch list it. I love what I see. Next is LUMN, LUMN Technologies. Now again, if I go to XLK with you, she's getting murdered, but she's also right in value, right? So I mean, if the Technologies does come back, this is probably a good spot for you to do so. It's coming this nice little convergence spot, nice trend line, once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It's breaking down a bit. All right, that's a nice little doji. We'll see what it does, but this is a very good value. Even if it breaks the trend line, the whole 2.25%. This support is immaculate. Look at bounce, 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 bounce. It holds very well. So again, this is a great play because we have defined risk. At most, if you were to buy it right now, which I don't know why you would, you have at most 3.4%. A full move with trend line is going to be about 12%. 4 to 1. Very, very clear resistance. Very clear support. The POC is gravitational, and so that's in the case. Just to hit that, it's already a 2 to 1 almost. Overall, LUMN, I love what I see. Great convergence, great consolidation overall. I love this play a lot. Let's check the indicators. Is there anything here? All right, so this is the first play at 10 cross makes sense. Even from far away, I can spot that. Look, we cross the 10, good run up. You cross the 10, 8%. You cross the 10, good run up. Every time you cross the 10, your worst case is usually breaking even or just having a small day trade. The 10's right there. If we were to buy in, 1.3%, you cross that. If that happens, use this bad boy, in my opinion, as your stop loss. So you buy in here, it crosses that, put the stop loss like 1205, and that way, if it crosses, you're risking 1.69% for some good gains. So again, 10 crosses fine, or waiting for value, whatever that is to you. Maybe it's 1180, maybe it's 1190, whatever your definition of value is, wait for that, or wait for a crossover. We do have a good value. Bulls are low on the R side. Stochastic wise, I don't see any divergences that would concern me or make me happy. Negative 12 is fine. Bulls are dummy low, bears are dummy high. LUMN, I would definitely watch XLK and macro size. Blue chips and technology, if those go up, this should go up with it, I think. But LUMN overall, a very nice play. Low risk, high reward. I love what I see. Next is Matt, our second and final short for the day. This is a very strong resistance. This bad boy is up how much? 200%? Yeah, it's up a good amount from 10 to 20. Sorry, 100%. I'm done. up a good amount. It's starting to consolidate. And again, who's saying no? I'm going to do with my life? Metal Inc. I'm going to go long at 22. Nobody, because they think they're going to hit this volume line and then come right back down. No one's going long here. I wish we could have started shorting here, but right here looks good, right? You're risking. I risk this candle myself, 3%, and a good move here. The POC is 3 to 1. It's 9%. And again, if you do lose this is your higher low, right? This is elite wave. If you lose this right here and you come down beyond it, we could see a nice little downtrend for sure. Overall, consistent lower lows. It's the same highs. It's looking like a broadening wedge here. All that means with a broadening wedge, we're going to make a new pattern soon. If we sell off and short, the new pattern should go to that supporting trend line and make a new pattern down there. So if we do start to kind of lose life here, we should come down to 18, 17, hug that, and make a new pattern. But overall, a very easy short. There's no life. There's no volume. I love what I see. When it comes to our indicators, we're losing the 10 EMA line already. Looks good. What happens when that happens? Easy money. Easy money. And of course, the 50 is your clear support. But when you start losing that 10 and the red starts kicking in more, like Chevelle, sick joke. If you don't get that joke, you're a nerd. So if we're losing that 10, we're good. Look at the 50. If we start tomorrow with this here, under the 50, easy short, easy confirmation. We are overbought. You want to see 30 for an entry. We're up there. RSI, it's low, but look at this again. You're like, oh, what's low RSI? Well, we're stochastic, but look at, what are these? Higher high, higher high, higher high. The hell's this? That right there, my friend, is a lower high. So that right there is a bearish divergence. I guess this is not the best one. Let's start from this one. This is an obvious bearish divergence. Right, so we came back from that, and then again, if that continues, a nice bearish divergence for a short. Bulls are on top, bears are low, but bears are creeping up. If bears do cross, this red line does this, and the green line does that, like this, does that, right at that pinnacle spot right there, that's where you can start shorting at. MAT, easy short. If you don't believe in the market, which I'm kind of shaky on at the moment, a very easy short. No life here, easy support play, easy resistance line. I love what I see. I'd watch this, it looks good. Next is PFF. Off the bat, this is a nice beginner stock. What are the prices here? Let me zoom in. Look at this, $38.40 to $39. We're talking about making at most to your 3 or 4%. This is a good beginner stock. If you're nervous about the stocks, this is a really good ETF. Just to try, get down limit buying orders, learn maybe an OCO bracket. This is a good beginner stock. It's low risk, low reward. Okay. So not every play is going to be a home run. Again, if you want to play like this, look at Goldman Sachs. It's the same exact play. It's just with more risk. You're welcome. So this is a really good beginner stock, though. Again, if you were to break down about 0.3%, maybe even 0.6%, I would get out. Good practice for a beginner. If we show some life and fill this gap, and you want to practice scaling out, taking profits at 0.7, great. If it hits the resistance, take more, great. Full move, looks good. It's still a 5 to 1. We're still risking 0.6 to make 3%. Again, you're not going to write home like, dear mother, I've made enough money to retire the house. Tell brother, oh, top of the morning. It's not going to happen. Not every play is going to be a home run. But for a beginner, PFF's a great one to check out, practice some skills, and it's still a 5 to 1. Maybe there's option contracts. I don't know. It's fine. It's okay. Let's check the indicators. A 10 crosses here. Another great thing you could do. It crosses the 10, buy in, see how that goes, right? We have obvious value, but again, a 10 cross is great, but we have value. RSI's at 30, stochastic's low. I don't see a divergence of any type. It's fine. That's all good. Bulls are low, bears are high. I just want to make sure it's clear. For a beginner, PFF makes a lot of sense just to try it, or just to get some skills down, just to get better. If you can risk 1% and you're not like, oh God, and you're white knuckling the whole entire thing, 8% max lost, but my hair's so screwed up, is fine. So for a beginner, I'd check it out. If you're an expert, Goldman Sachs, check that. It's the same exact setup, it's just more volatile. PFF, I'd watch this, I like what I see. Next is STOR, STOR. This could become a very easy short eventually, but right here, it's a great support play. We can see it's getting there. I mean, I could be a honest little boy here and move this down. If it breaks below 32, I wouldn't touch it. And then again, if tomorrow's red, we're just gonna wait for the volume profile line. It breaks down. Look at this. All right, it comes into this area. We're gonna have a grand old time. So if tomorrow breaks below 32, don't touch it. But let's say it just holds here tomorrow. Let's just say it holds. we're risking 0.5. The POC is 6% away. If you can risk 0.5% to be 12%, that's, what is that, like 12 to 1 right there? Yeah, that's 12 to 1 right there. What more do you want? Low risk, high reward. I don't love the lower highs, but I do like these higher lows. And again, it's breaking down, so the trend line may not be true. If it breaks down farther, you go for the support play. If it loses 32, you don't touch it. You wait for it to come down to 31. And down here, low risk again, even high reward. What more do you want from me? Let's check the indicators together. And again, just to clarify, to make sure it's clear, I like all these plays, but if tomorrow's red or choppy, don't touch any of them, right? Boredom is a hell of a drug. If tomorrow's rocky, you sleep in, you call it a day, or you read some books, okay? So this does break down. Don't freak out. Can I play the 10 cross? No, it's too far away, not my cup of tea, but it does show that we have value. But Evan, how do you know we have value? Well, the technical analysis says so at 32. The RSI is low, the stochastic is low, and the bulls are low, bears are high. It's right where you want it if the market's correct or if STOR shows some life. Again, just to make sure it's clear, if tomorrow's red or choppy and you don't feel comfortable, don't buy anything, just chill. But STOR is a great watch list item. I do like what I see. Last is WY, a great looking go long stock here. And again, if it breaks below 39, what's this become? An easy short for 2%, maybe even more. But right here, I'd like to go long. I love this trend up. It's been very consistent. Old resistance area, right in this area. Again, probably closer to 38 to be fair with you. But if it does, this is an old resistance too that was a support. Boop, right there, right? So if it does hold here, I'm happy to go long. Low risk, high reward. I love what I see. Very easy play. The only issue is the POC is gravitational and the average volume is lower. So this does come down. It's going to come down hard. So make sure you have a tight stop loss, which you should have all these plays. Let's check the indicators. Oh boy. Look at that 200 EMA line. That's your support. That's your stop loss. You lose that 1%, you can just get out and call it a day. And again, a nice move is 4.5% to 1 odds. It looks good. As long as we have the 200, we're bullish. Right? Can you play a 10 cross? Again, I wouldn't give up 2% to see 4.5%. That's half your profit for a small move. I wouldn't wait for that myself. We have value. But Evan, how do we have value? RSI is low. Technical analysis is low. Stochastic is low. Bulls are at the bottom of the channel. Bears are at the top. If you like long plays, if you like channel ups, WY is still very much intact and a great value. I do some extra research. It is a S&P 500 company, I believe. It's well known. It makes money. It's a good dividend as well. I like what I see. I'd watch this too. There you guys have it. I appreciate y'all being here for the whole entire episode. Again, like, subscribe, bell notification, check the description box, yada, yada, yada. I should be able to make a video tomorrow. Just depends on when my school's open house is done. I may not be able to. If that's the case, I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys hopefully for Saturday if I can make a sector video and all that kind of good stuff. Have a good rest of you guys' week. We'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow.